Ladies and gentlemen, we are pulling out the ELC AMX 90, the Tier 6 version of the ELC AMX BIS. This is the original version, what once was a Tier 5 with its 400 hit points that could fight up to, I believe, Tier 9 with this incredible 90mm cannon, which then got changed when light tanks got changed. And there is one right there on my left, the Tier 5, that got nerfed. Then they released this. You could buy it, you could get it, and I had to, and I did. And it's amazing. And it's better than the Tier 5 ever was. Buffs that it didn't necessarily need because the tank was good already, but hey, you know what? We'll take it, and we accept. And I'm platooned up with a new player who had 250 games when I started playing with him last night, and he has just ground himself the Hellcat, completely stock. Doesn't understand armor yet, but we'll get there. Doesn't understand camouflage, doesn't understand all that stuff. We're working on him. But we had this game, and I decided to share it with you guys. And right off the bat, we take a hit to the tracks. Hits the underside of our tracks, right underneath our tank, and does no actual damage other than critically hitting our tracks. So, gonna put another shell into that 88. That 88 is who I'm most afraid of in this kind of a game, seeing as typically the 88s are played by good players, or at least players who know what they're doing, because first of all, it's a premium tank you have to buy, and it's a very good premium tank. Yeah, it's also not an easy one to play because it doesn't have armor, and so you don't have bad players buying it and playing it, because they'll buy it, play it, and then not like it, and so it is not a favorite amongst noobs. Therefore, he is the one I'm more afraid of. Speaking of fear, I do not fear this man. So we're gonna shoot him. 999 damage. This gun, 170mm on its standard rounds, and I believe it's about 246 on its premium. Absolutely nuts amount of penetration. You could go up against Tier 10s frontally and be able to deal with them if you load your gold rounds in this thing. Or up to 1200 damage. Our team is kind of getting boxed into this corner of the map. No one really spread out. Their team rushed quickly to this corner, which is where I was trying to get to initially. But as you can see, we got held up by this corner, or this rock, which is perfectly fine. We have the camouflage for it and the gun, and that's what we're doing. They cannot spot me from this 260-meter range until after I fire. And so I'm just taking my time, waiting for the sixth sense to go away. There we go. And then firing and repeating. That's basically it. This bulwark, those things are kind of scary, the fast reload. I'm hoping it, because he knocks the tree down, so I'm like, oh, I might not spot him until he gets to the left of that tree, because that's going to provide some concealment for him, and sure enough, it did. It wasn't until he exited the tree that I was able to spot him, so that tree works, which is quite interesting, because that is a heavy tank there, so now we know. And I waited nice and long until he doesn't really have time to aim at us. M7 on our right took a pot shot very quickly. We got spotted and immediately fired, but he's going for the pig, or as my friend says, the mortar. So we're gonna go save the mortar here. Hopefully the Hellcat can save him. First up and over this. We have a shot here. We do. Aim it up. Fire it off. Probably didn't need to shoot there. Looks like the Hellcat was gonna finish him off, but alas, we do it anyway. It is 7-9 at the moment. Trying to find some shots on these guys. Hello, T-34. Let's put one into you and dip down out of the way. M44 kills our M44, so artillery was not saved because our piggy did not want to move. And now we are running from the rock we were at before. The bulwark pushed up to it, kind of chasing us there. Hello, Mr. Boombar. I don't think he'll spot us because the tree, he does not. We put a shell in. We're up to 2,000 damage. This tank does rack up the damage. And one thing you may have noticed as well is there are no bots in this lobby. Everyone is a real player. This was Wednesday, so yesterday, the day before Thanksgiving, so everybody had the day off basically on Thanksgiving, so everyone was up later last night. So we had full lobbies, which was nice. Put a shell into the bulwark. Can we reload, finish, or put one more shell into him? It's going to be nice to have him as a one-shot. Yes, we can. Unable to track him. That is okay. We damaged his drive wheel. And it is now 3 versus 8. And I'm just like, oh, snap. That guy's got to go. If we want any chance. He's the closest. He's the one who's going to be spotting us. I'm going to be turning around and hopefully putting a shell into him. But first, here's an ELC. Hello, sir. I'm right in front of you. Don't need to kill him off. Hellcat finished him off. It is now 3 versus 7. Make that 2 versus 7. And I need to gain some distance from these guys. Already's aiming. Medium tank is aiming. Cut to the left. Don't get hit by the medium. Already do a handbrake turn there. Can we put a shell into this guy? Already just nails our Hellcat. Doesn't want to move. Tried to explain it to him, but that's okay. Newer player. Go ahead and move. We can relocate, and that's what I'm telling him. Let's relocate. Let's just run. We could do that. Let's just run. I'm going to hold them right here. I'm going to hold the line. Like, sir, you're not in E3 yet. Don't worry about it. But we're getting out of there. We can't stay. It is 2 versus 7. We do have speed and concealment on our side. And unfortunately, we no longer have a Hellcat. And it is now 1 versus 7. We find ourselves in the potential situation to win a Kolobanov's medal. But first I want to kill this Bunbar. I can't quite get the shot, and I realize if I fire, I'm getting spotted, and I have to turn around because I don't have a 360 turret just to get away. So let's do that first. Let's turn around, let's run, let's get some distance, and then we'll start shooting. And hopefully we can catch them out. Medium tank spots us. We bob and we weave. Turn right, turn left. Go around this building here. Cut back to the right. Artie is aiming up. We got to be careful. Cut to the left again. Artie shoots behind us. Misses. Medium tank is lit up. He doesn't see us. We are still gaining distance on him. And now we're going to be able to turn around and shoot him. Oh, it's the T-34 who is a one-shot for us. We have 240 alpha damage. So long as we don't roll too low, we'll kill him here. Hello, sir. I waited for the bush just to see, but he was a bit too tall for the bush, so he did spot over it. He does spot us there. We finish him off. It is a 1 versus 6. Artie is aiming again. But it was just that medium tank who seemed to be pursuing us, so we're going to be moving back to this position up here to spot, because our view range is extensive. Hello, Brumbar. He's looking for a place to hide. We loaded our premium rounds in this 1 versus 7. Shell flies straight. He does not spot us. We are now in a 1 versus 5. And the base is now being capped. 4 minutes to capture the base on this map. 2 people would be about 2 minutes. So we have to keep that in mind. Hello, Bulwark. Do we have a shot on you, sir? We did. Now the dead tank's in the way, and now the rock is in the way. So we're going to wait a little bit longer. Wait for him to come around this corner. I don't want to shoot him in the turret. Yes, I did, and I missed. He does not spot us because the tree was in the way, which is good. But now he's probably going to spot us. Doesn't matter. I want to kill him now, get him out of the game, and move on. It is now a 1 versus 4. We're up to 5 kills and 3,000 damage. 2 tanks have now entered the cap circle, which is like wonderful news, because that means there are only 2 vehicles I have to worry about outside the cap circle. And so that's who I'm hunting now. Where are those other 2 tanks? Is one of them artillery? Is one of them the full health T-25 or whatever it was, the TP-25, almost full health? I don't know. What guns do they have? Are they good players? We have a platoon of tier 6 medium tanks in this game that we have to worry about. One of them being the T-34-88 and one of them being the VKD. The VKD I'm not so much worried about, as we saw how he played earlier. However, a gun is a gun. And so if they can hit you, they can damage you, they can kill you. And this tank does not have armor. It has got 40mm of upper frontal plate armor, so there is a little bit of random armor that sometimes trolls the enemy that they'll bounce off of, but that's not something we should be relying on. Instead, we're going to be going in here, hoping they don't have great view range, putting a shell in. I want to reset right now because I'm running out of time once 3 people are on. Well, what do you know? He's a one-shot, and he puts the bush between himself and myself, so he does not spot us until we fire. Now we have a minute and a half. Wonderful, because the artillery just jumped on the cap circle. It was going to drop down to about 30 seconds if we did not go in and reset. Now there is still 1 tank that is not accounted for, and we have a minute left. If that last tank jumps on cap, we're only going to have 40 seconds before the game ends. So I am starting to close the distance again, coming from a new angle, and I'm trying to explain to my teammate, I'm like, there's a great spot up here, you've got bushes and trees, and we're going to use that here. 30 seconds left, all 3 are on the cap circle. I said they won't spot me probably until I fire. I said right here, there's bushes. So I'm just, explaining to him camouflage, how that all works. There's the VKD, he's the one we want to shoot. Dead. There we go. It is now a 1 versus 2. Artie is aiming, Artie misses, and I'm like, okay, let me put a shell into him. Easy 1 shot, then he'll be a 2 shot for us. We put it in. I noticed the medium tank is coming straight toward us, so we are getting the heck out of dodge, getting out of there, and dropping down. Lo and behold, as you can see, 2 tanks on cap circle, and it is about to change to 1, I believe. No, it's not. Okay, well, I did not remember how this game went, apparently. We're going in from another angle here. Hello? Anyone, anyone, anyone? Quick shot into him. There we go. Blow off his radio. Now he's turning for us. And the base has been completely reset. We don't have to worry. We've got almost 2 minutes before we have to reset again. I'm turning back around. I'm going to be going up here, hoping this guy chases. He does. He jumps off. 3 minutes, 22 seconds to capture the base. The 53 or 25 is chasing us, and I have just avoided him. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go kill the piggy. Go up here, see if I can find him. Hello, little piggy. Where are you? There he is. I don't have a clean shot from here. Snap this off quickly. Whoop, we miss. Dang it. Okay, let's get out of here. He's going to be turning for us, and the TP is going to also be coming for us. He's going up and around. Yes, he is. He's on our right, and we dip down just in time, so he's unable to put any shells into us. He's trying to get above us. He just barely misses us. Didn't quite have enough time to shoot us. He's trying to find a shot on us, but he's definitely nervous about this gun, which he should be, and probably realizing just how close this game actually is. He misses us, and that shot right there, I was like, oh my gosh. He is stock. That is the slow moving shell. I don't think he can hit us. And so I'm just going to set him like, okay, I don't think his gun can hit us. We're going to drop down under his gun. Lo and behold, that shell underleads us by a lot. He misses. And guess what happens? He does it again. Yes, he does. Shoots behind us. That is a slow moving shell, which gives me the advantage. And he doesn't have much pen. Doesn't matter. I don't have armor. We're going to wait to go undetected here and hopefully put a free shell into him. And we've got this nice bush here. Look how slow that's moving. I don't even wait to go undetected. I put the shell in. He is now a one shot for us. And I did use this tree in this bush here. And so we are actually going to disappear. No, we're not. Doesn't matter. He comes back out. I don't think he realized. And we finish him off. And it is now a 1 versus 1. We have 8 kills. 4,020 damage done so far. And all that's left is that piggy. He cannot one-shot us unless he sets us on fire, so we have to be careful, but I know his view range is bad, and so we're just going to sit here right here, and I'm debating, do I load HE, don't I load HE? I'm like, no, I don't think the HE is going to be enough. So we're just going to put a shell in, pull back, rinse, and repeat. We're going to poke up again, but not in the same location. We're going to wait to go undetected. We're going to make him think we're going to the same spot. Ready? 6 Sense disappears, and we're actually going to go over to the road here and shoot from here to finish him off safely. Can we kill him? Will it miss? Will he snapshot us? The shell tried to miss, but it flies true, and we finish him off. 4,400 damage, 9 kills, 1 versus 7, meaning yes, we did. We got the Kolobanov's medal, and we did it without taking any damage in return. The only bit of damage we took was to the tracks. Very first shot from the T-34-88 that passed underneath our tank and hit our outside drive wheel. Not too shabby. That's my 7th Kolobanov's medal, and thank goodness it was not against bots. Fantastic game. I really, really enjoyed that one. Had so much fun. I love the sneaky sniper tank destroyer style. Of course, this is a light tank, not a tank destroyer, but it plays just like a tank destroyer. But it's got the camouflage and the moving camouflage of a light tank, which just makes it absolutely incredible, and I love it. Anyway, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the 60 FPS showcasing of the Kolobanov's medal 1 versus 7 in the ELC AMX 90mm. If you enjoyed, make sure you slap that like button, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you all have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll be seeing you guys all later. Take care, everyone, and peace